These one-of-a-kind vocal performances made unforgettable impacts on film history. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unique cartoon character voices in film.
We have a big announcement for you today.
Junior Mojo is partnering up with Kid Genius Cartoons.
We are going to have some great new animated shows.
Shows like Giselle on the Green Team.
It's time we taught Nick Slick to be more careful.
Thomas Edison's Secret Lab. And Warren Buffett's Secret Millionaires Club.
Don't forget to stop by.
For this list, we're looking at animated vocal performances that stood out through their cadence, tone, and/or actors' unique qualities. We'll only be considering cartoon characters that first appeared in film this time around, because TV tunes deserve a list of their own.
I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Number 10. Ben Burtt as Wally. Wally. Between the skyscrapers of garbage and lack of humans, Wally's world seems pretty depressing. But the titular robot's voice breaks through the grim tone.
Whoa.
Although Wally is a robot of few words, his vocal reactions convey a wide range of emotions. And despite having a robotic voice, he has a higher pitch that makes him sound almost childlike.
Wally.
These vocal qualities were brought together by the talented Ben Burtt. His performance was energetic enough to keep audiences invested without dialogue and became vulnerable during each emotional beat. By the end of the movie, Wally feels less like a machine and more like a human being. Number 9. Jeremy Irons as Scar, the Lion King.
Life's not fair, is it?
The lion version of Hamlet featured Scar as the jealous and murderous brother of a king. Everything Scar says sounds sinister, snide, or sarcastic.
Oh, I shall practice my curtsy.
His voice is so full of venom that we feel instantly uneasy whenever he's alone with his nephew Simba. Scar's resentment and disgust were brought to us by the magnificent Jeremy Irons.
Well, forgive me for not leaping for joy. Bad back, you know.
He not only nailed the tone, but also brought the full force of his trademark British drawl to the role. This enabled Irons to draw out single words and wield them like daggers against his enemies. Thanks to his detailed voice work, Scar steals both the throne and countless scenes.
Long live the king.
Number 8. Holly Hunter as Elastigirl / Helen Parr, The Incredibles franchise.
No, it's all right. I've got him.
Sure, you got him.
Elastigirl is a heroine who uses her flexible powers to fight villains while supporting a family. She takes on every obstacle with courage and a unique voice. Actress Holly Hunter's natural Georgia accent adds a distinct southern cadence to the heroine's words.
Do something! Don't just stand there! I need you to intervene!
Hunter's tendency to speak out of the right side of her mouth is not only heard, but also reflected in the animation.
Easy, Helen. Easy, girl. You're overreacting. Everything's fine.
Her vocal traits and incredibly nuanced performance turned Elastigirl into a breakout character when the first Incredibles came out.
You have more power than you realize.
Hunter's glorious return as the lead of the sequel further cemented her status as one of the most memorable heroines in cinema.
You know it's crazy, right? To help my family, I gotta leave it. To fix the law, I gotta break it.
Number 7. Eartha Kitt as Yzma, The Emperor's New Groove.
It is no concern of mine whether your family has... What was it again?
Eartha Kitt was born to play the diabolical Yzma. Her unique vocal range was perfect for capturing the eccentric villainess's moods.
Who does that ungrateful little worm think he is?
Every time Yzma plotted Emperor Cusco's downfall, Kitt's raspy tones added a sinister layer to her misdeeds. However, when Yzma failed to execute her heinous schemes, her voice became high and squeaky.
Fired? What do you mean, fired?
Kitt can switch between the two qualities so quickly that it's hard to tell if we should be shaking with laughter or terror in each scene.
It's brilliant, I tell you. Genius, I say.
After slaying the role in the movie, she voiced Yzma in other projects and earned multiple Annie Award nominations for her brilliant voice work.
This had better be good.
Number 6. Eleanor Audley as Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty.
I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation.
You weren't wanted.
Evil has never sounded so regal. The magnificent Eleanor Audley provided the voice for Maleficent, a cruel fairy who tormented the innocent Princess Aurora.
Touch the spindle.
Her words ooze with confidence and superiority. Although Maleficent often speaks with mocking tones, she still sounds polite while insulting everyone around her. Audley's commanding performance dominates every scene she appears in. It might even be more recognizable than the voice of the actual protagonist. Despite originating the role in the 1950s, Maleficent still continues to be a beloved villain today. Audley's layered performance set a high standard for villainesses in animation that has arguably yet to be topped.
Now shall you deal with me, O Prince, and all the powers of hell!
Number 5. Cliff Edwards as Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio.
Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket.
If we had to pick a voice to represent our conscience, Jiminy Cricket would win every time. In Pinocchio, he tries to lead the puppet onto the right path. Performer Cliff Edwards packaged Jiminy's guidance inside of high and gentle tones.
Now you see, the world is full of temptations.
As sweet as his voice was, it became firm when Pinocchio made a bad decision.
And what am I? Just your conscience.
The most notable aspect of Edwards' performance was his singing voice. Jiminy's rendition of When You Wish Upon a Star won an Oscar, while its instrumental version became Disney's unofficial theme song.
Your dreams come true.
Between the popularity of the tune and character, Edwards' voice earned a soothing place in animated history.
Say, that's pretty swell.
Number 4. Robin Williams as Genie, Aladdin.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Disney literally got more than what they bargained for with Robin Williams' Genie. After taking a pay cut for the role, Williams brought his full comedy stylings to the big blue guy. Genie's voice was booming, expressive, and energetic.
Well, I feel sheepish.
His explanations and exclamations came out at a mile a minute. And while Williams used his actual voice, he was constantly doing impressions throughout the film. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rodney Dangerfield, and Jack Nicholson are just a few of the imitated voices you'll hear from Genie.
All right, Sparky, here's the deal.
Williams' magical performance earned him a Special Achievement Award at the Golden Globes. Disney couldn't have wished for better casting. Number 3. Mel Blanc as Bugs Bunny, the Looney Tunes franchise.
What's up, Doc?
The prolific Mel Blanc was called the Man of 1,000 Voices. His role as Bugs Bunny manages to stand out among his chorus of characters. Bugs is a wisecracking rabbit that lives to outwit his enemies. His witty comments are spoken in what Blanc called a mixture of a Brooklyn and Bronx accent.
Guess who?
This combo made Bugs sound snappy and full of street smarts. Blanc could also drop the character's voice to a frantic low or raise it to a lofty high.
Confidentially, I am a rabbit!
He even bit into real carrots for Bugs Bunny's signature catchphrase. His devotion ensured that the wily rabbit became a unique Looney Tune.
Okay, let it go.
Number 2. William Billy Costello as Popeye, the Popeye the Sailor franchise.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
When you create a character tough enough to punch a locomotive to pieces and pull the earth together by eating spinach, audiences will expect to hear a strong voice. Actor William Billy Costello delivered in every way with his Popeye performance. In addition to being deep, his voice is so gravelly that it sounds like he gargles with boulders. Underneath Popeye's gruff exterior, he has a distinct speech pattern, vocabulary, and laugh.
Here.
The sailor has kept all these vocal qualities since Costello originated the role in the 1930s. The actor's tough template ensured that whoever voiced Popeye would be instantly recognizable as a pop culture icon.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Before we hear out our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
A boat? Hey! I've seen a boat. It passed by not too long ago.
First day of school. Very, very exciting. I was up late last night figuring out a new plan.
Number 1. Wayne Allwine as Mickey Mouse, Various.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Master Fred!
Mickey Mouse's voice is simply iconic. His high pitch makes him sound eternally youthful and friendly.
Hey, Goof! You know we can prove Pete's wrong about us if we just work hard and stick together.
If Mickey needs to get serious, the slight tremble in his voice becomes a quake of conviction that inspires everyone around him. Whether he's fighting for his family or battling heartless baddies, there's always warmth in his tones.
Well, lie or no lie, musketeers don't run from danger.
Several actors may have worn the Mickey mantle, but Wayne Allwine's tenor as the mouse is the most legendary.
And I may be small, Pete, but I've got friends that make me 10 feet tall.
After Allwine's first appearance in 1977, he voiced Mickey for 32 years. Although he passed away in 2009, his Mickey voice will be remembered as the one many of us grew up with.
Don't worry, there will always be a door to the light.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.